Alright guys, hello! Welcome back to my channel this week. I hope y'all, first of all, had an amazing Halloween. I did. It was so much fun just getting in my creative side of the brain and trying to come up with different costume looks and different things like that for y'all. So it was super fun for me. I'm not used to doing a lot of that stuff, so it was so much fun. And I know some of y'all did recreate some of my looks and I absolutely loved seeing all of that. Thank you so much for sending me your pictures. Y'all all looked amazing and I hope y'all had an amazing Halloween. So today we are going to be doing a more simple type of instruction video. I cannot talk. So we are going to be learning how I apply my false lashes. The way I apply it is pretty similar to the way a lot of people apply it, but especially I guess just in the last month, there were a lot of people that were asking me to do theirs or asking me how I do mine, and how to apply lashes is always something people want to know. So I thought I'd make a video about it and show y'all how I do mine step by step, and hopefully y'all learn something and hopefully it becomes a little bit easier for you to apply your own. Alright, so as you can see, full makeup is already done. I do have mascara on my lashes. Now this is something that is kind of a preference thing. You do not have to already apply mascara before you do your lashes. In my opinion, I feel like it's easier to apply lashes on top of lashes that already have mascara on them, and then go back over with some mascara just to kind of blend your real lashes with the fake ones. I know a lot of people who do it differently though. I know a lot of people who like to apply their fake lashes over your real lashes that have no mascara. So I feel like this is something you kind of have to just play around with and figure out what you like best. But in my personal preference, I always apply a little bit of mascara just to coat them and make them kind of fuller, make them seen, and then apply my fake lashes and then go back over with some mascara just to kind of blend them all together. So the lashes I'm going to be using today are from the brand Virago Babe. This is a brand that I have actually not used before, or actually take that back, I have used it. I bought 2 pairs of different lashes from them, and I have been using the other pair a couple of times, and I really like how they apply. I really like the band, and I really like how wispy they are. So far no complaints at all. This is in a different style though that I have not tried, and this is in the style Virginia. And they are really wispy, really full. They look like this. So super pretty, and I'm really excited to try them, but I just wanted to let y'all know that I have not used these before. These are brand new. I have not taken them out of the packaging, so I'm going to show y'all step by step how I apply these. Alright, so usually when you get lashes, if they're like a nicer brand, they usually come with this little tab that you can just pull and the lashes come out. If you're buying them from the drugstore or something like that, which I do all the time, I love drugstore eyelashes. I use them all the time in my videos. They usually don't come with a little pulley thing. You usually just have to kind of rip them off with your fingers, so which is totally fine. You just gotta be careful. So when applying lashes, I have them in this little plastic container right here. Usually they say you can bend the plastic somehow and kind of lift up the lash to pull it out. Normally I don't really do that, which can be a bad thing I guess, because when you're trying to take the lashes off of the plastic, sometimes they're a little bit more stuck on there than you think and you can rip off some of the lashes. For me, when you start pulling off the lashes, always start at the end. So right where the lashes, the longest piece of lash would be at the very outer corner of your eye, that's where you start by pulling them off. Most of the time you have to cut your lashes in order to shape them just the way you want them perfectly on your eye, which I'll show you in a minute. But if you start pulling them off from the front of the lash toward the center, I can rip off some of the lashes and then it won't look as natural in the inner corner. So usually you have to cut off the end anyways to make it in the perfect shape for your eye. So it doesn't matter if you pull off a little bit on the end because we're gonna cut it off anyway, if that makes sense. So start off the end. Sorry y'all, these allergies are for real. They are for real. All right, perfect. So I have one lash in my hand right here. Looks like a little spider. And I'm going to just shape it to my eye. So what that means is I'm going to take it with no glue, nothing on it, and I'm just going to kind of put it on like I am applying the lash right on top of my, here, let me see if I can zoom y'all in a little bit. All right, so what I was saying is I'm going to take the lash just like it was out of the plastic and put it on my eye. This is going to shape, or this is what we're going to use to kind of figure out where we need to cut the lash to make it perfect for our eye shape. So just have a mirror right here, and I'm going to put it right on top of my lash band. So these are a lot longer than my eye, obviously you can tell. So this is how you figure it out. So you see where this is hanging off my eye right here? So this means you just need to cut just a little bit off the end of your eye just to make it perfectly in line with your eye shape. I'm taking little scissors and just cutting off a little bit of the end, and we're gonna do it about right there. So this will just ensure that your lash is a lot more comfortable on your eye. You don't have something poking you in the inner corner or like hanging off your eye in the outer corner. So it just makes your lash a lot more just comfortable to wear, and yeah, a lot more comfortable to wear. So if that makes sense, put it on your eye so you can figure out where to cut it, and that is your first step in order to making sure your lashes are perfectly on your eye. Alright, so once we have that, and once we have cut the lash and made sure it is going to go perfectly on our eyeballs, we are going to take our glue. So in my time of being a makeup artist, I've used a lot of glue in my time of applying lashes and being a makeup artist, and my top two favorite lash glues by far, which you've probably heard of at least one of them. One is the Duo Lash Glue. You can buy it at the drugstore. It works really, really well, to be honest. It's a favorite of a lot of different makeup artists and beauty lovers and everything like that. I have discovered this glue though a couple months ago, more than that, I mean probably like last year sometime, and it is the House of Lashes glue. Now this glue is bomb. It will not let your lashes fall off of your face. This is the most like waterproof glue that I think you'll ever find for your lashes. It's not easy, I mean it is easy to take off your lashes, so don't get me wrong, it's not going to be like stuck to your eyeball for the rest of your life. But in terms of having your makeup stay on for a long time, which I always am a fan of, I don't want my lashes to be kind of like falling off and like the inner or outer corner kind of like coming off, you know. By the end of the day, I want my lashes to be on there and not have to worry about, you know, any of that, or if my lashes are hanging off my eye. And also, as far as I do a lot of weddings on the weekends and different things like that, so as far as having the longevity of your makeup stay, and I mean on your wedding day you cry, there's so many emotions, so I want a lash glue that I'm certain will stay on there and give it its best effort and not fall off your eye. So if you're looking for a lash glue like that, this is your girl right here. So the House of Lashes Eyelash Adhesive, I'm almost out of it, so I really need to get another one, but it lasts a long time. I think I've had this for like 6 months or so. So it comes with a little like brush applicator like this, and it's super easy to use. The Duo Lash Glue is kind of like a tube type thing, so you have to either be really careful when you're applying the glue to your lashes, or you can put a little dollop on the back of your hand or on like a metal, what is it called? Like a metal, can't even think of it, like a metal plate kind of thing that you can use for foundation and different things like that. I can't even think of the name right now, but this, in my opinion, is just a lot easier and quicker to just like apply on the band of your lash. So I am just going to kind of paint it on there and just put a fair amount. And when you're applying glue to your lashes, I would really make sure you get the outer corners very, very well. So like where the inner corner of the eye is going to go and where the outer corner of the eye is going to go. So just really make sure you coat the lash band really, really well and let it dry. So this is something that a lot of people get really eager and they want to just put it on their eye. But honestly, it's so much easier to let the glue get a little bit tacky and then apply it to your eye right where you want it. So it just makes it easier for you, and then your glue isn't still wet and now it's all over your eye. It just gets really messy. So just sit here for a couple seconds, couple minutes, and just let the glue really get tacky and dry. And you can blow on it a little bit if you need to. This does a really good job at not, you know, staying wet for too long. So just make sure it's nice and tacky, and then we will apply it to our eye. All right, so here's the fun part. And guys, I promise you, I was not a pro at this at the beginning. I started applying and wearing lashes my junior year of high school, and I did it every single morning. And that's just kind of how I got so quick and so fast at it. And now it's kind of like just a step in my makeup routine if I'm applying lashes. So I promise, just practice makes perfect, just like everything in makeup. And you know, the more you practice, the better and the faster you'll get at it. So just keep practicing, and I promise it will become a lot quicker and a lot easier for you. All right, so I think it's ready. Let's go ahead and apply it to our eye. So a lot of people use tweezers for this. I don't trust myself to have that sharp of an object near my eyeball. I'm just gonna move my makeup mirror closer. So basically what I do is I just grab the very tip of the lashes at the very end. And my goal is I want to apply the center of the lash first, right in the center of my real lashes, or on my, kind of where you apply eyeliner, I guess. Right at my lash line. There you go, right at my lash line. So I first focus the center of the lash right in the center of my lash line, and I just get the center of it down first. So just apply the center of it down. You'll have the outer corners kind of moving around, but that's okay. We're gonna apply those in a second. Okay, so center of the lash is glued onto the center of my lash line. Now I kind of work from outer corner to inner corner. So now I'm gonna apply the outer corner. So I'm just kind of gluing it down in the outer corner of my eye, okay? And now I'm going to do the inner corner. And sometimes I'll just take my finger, my pinky finger, and just make sure everything is glued down. We don't have any stray lash band poking out or anything. And then usually I just take my finger and kind of press my lashes upwards like this. So you're kind of gluing your real lashes with the fake ones and just kind of pressing them up so your eyes look a little bit bigger, more awake. And there you have it. These lashes are dramatic. But that's it, guys. One lash is done. And I promise you, it's a lot easier than you think. It can be very, 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 very intimidating. I totally get it, to try to apply your own fake lashes, but I promise you, you know, practice makes perfect, and you just kind of gotta try it out a couple times, fail a couple times, and figure out your favorite way and best way to do it to yourself. I definitely think applying lashes to yourself on yourself is a lot harder than applying them on somebody else. But maybe applying them on somebody else is a good way to start, and then you can kind of move to doing them on your own and everything like that. So yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of recap really quickly and just go over the next eye and just kind of go over everything one more time in a faster way. All right, so first you have your other lash, And again, start from the outer corner to try to pick it up off the plastic. Because again, we're gonna cut that little edge off, you know, if you happen to pull off any lashes in the process. It won't matter because we're gonna cut it off anyways. All right, then you're gonna take your lash and measure it on your eye. We're gonna make sure we get it nice and even with the other lash, and just make sure this one is perfectly set to your eye shape. So you just wanna kind of like apply your lashes just like you would if it already had glue on them, but just see how much of the lash hangs off, and that's where you wanna cut. So right where that outer corner ends, anything left is where you wanna cut. And both eyes might be different. Like this lash, I didn't have to cut as much off as I did on this one, and that happens sometimes. So definitely make sure you measure both of your eyes and get it perfect to either eye, because it's super uncomfortable if you know, have a little tail hanging or something poking you. It just makes it that much worse. So just make sure you have it perfect to either eye shape. All right, now take your glue once you have the lash perfect and apply the glue. And again, just make sure you really coat the inner and outer corners of the lash. Let it dry. And obviously, as always, I'll have these lashes linked down below as well as the glue, so y'all can find it quickly if y'all want to try this out. All right, so once it is dry, we gotta do it all over again. So again, I take the center of the lash first and glue the center of the lash down to start. So I'm going to just take it above my lashes, apply the center of the lash down first, right in the center of my eye. And then I go to the outer corner, glue it down, make sure it's nice and set, and then the inner corner. And then once you're done, just kind of push up the lash. And there you have it, guys. Both lashes are on and we are rocking it. They look good and I like them. I love this style. So I'll have this link down below. I'll also have the other style that I love down below as well from this company. And the last step is, if you feel like you need your real lashes to blend a little bit better with the fake ones, you can just grab a little bit of your favorite mascara, coat just at your real lash line, just to make everything look a little bit more blended, and that is it. I promise you one more time that it just takes practice. It is a little bit intimidating, but it really isn't that hard, and I hope this kind of helped you learn a little bit and hopefully makes it a little bit easier for you to kind of do a step-by-step process and try it the next time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Again, I will link everything down below, and I will see you on my next video. Love you guys. Mwah!